Remember Republicans in the 80s and 90s? Well, now the nanny state Dems are saying, hold my beer. Hello, this is Mara Jade, and I'm back with another video. And we're already the laughing stock on the world stage at this point, so we might as well keep the short bus running, right? With Dems, in particular, calling on the likes of Activision, EA, and so forth to combat hate and extremism in online games. Never mind the high gas prices, never mind the high food prices, never mind the high rent and other payments and so forth. Fucking no, pretty much. It's all about combating hate and extremism and harassment in online games. Because God fucking forbid anyone gets called a gamer word in a multiplayer lobby. Pretty much laughs in early Warzone lobbies, pretty much. But at any rate, let's just dive right into this article so we can get a gauge of the continued stupidity from politicians. So here it is. The Democrats are calling on the gaming industry to do more to combat extremism in online gaming communities following a damning report from the Anti-Defamation League. Already a big fucking red flag there. They have no credibility whatsoever. The lawmakers who say that they will be paying attention to the issue from now on have specifically asked to see action from Microsoft, Sony, Activision Blizzard, EA, PUBG Core, Riot Games, Epic, Take-Two, Innersloth, Roblox, Square Enix, Tencent, Valve, and Ubisoft. Can't fucking combat the high gas prices, right? God fucking forbid you actually do your jobs. While the politicians accept that millions of gamers have positive experiences online, they say that games are allowing hate, harassment, and extremism to proliferate. I want them to look up the definition of harassment, because guarantee it, they're not using the actual definition, the actual Webster's definition of harassment, because harassment, ladies and gentlemen, is defined as the act of tormenting by continued, persistent attacks and criticism. Those are the two key words there. Continued, persistent, as in targeted. You get called one gamer word in a multiplayer lobby. You get teased. You get tormented. And so forth. And I use that in quotes. In one fucking lobby does not constitute harassment. Because I want to find out how they determined any of these fuckheads that were part of the survey is telling the truth. How do they make that fucking determination? Because anyone can fucking lie on a survey. Anyone can provide false information to skew the results one way or another. Right? Because there's lies, damned lies, and statistics. With a rise in these negative experiences in recent years, God fucking forbid. Laughs in early Warzone lobbies. They are particularly concerned over the data suggesting that instances of white supremacist rhetoric being shared in games doubled from last year. They call on the companies to set out a plan on how to combat this by January 9th, 2023. Okay, proof. If there's genuine instances of white supremacist rhetoric, provide the receipts. Provide the audio. The letter, which was penned by 7 Democratic lawmakers who have no fucking lives whatsoever beyond that of this shit not doing their actual jobs, was published by Axios last night. 77% of adults and 66% of teens have reported experiencing harassment in online games. Oh. Humanity. If you're an adult and you're complaining about this, grow the fuck up. Because I'm saying, seriously, I want the actual split of genuine harassment to I was offended. Because guarantee if they were to actually do the split and focus on the genuine harassment, it would be minimal, fractional, at best. Reads the letter. This represents almost 80 million American adults and over 16 million Americans under the age of 18 encountering some form of discrimination, physical threats, and sexual harassment. I was told by a guy in a Call of Duty multiplayer lobby to suck his dick. I told him, let me find it first. This in-game harassment has lasting effects that continue into the real world where people report negative impacts on school performance, disruptions in their personal relationships, and feelings of isolation, depression, and suicidal ideation. Alright? Are they actually being bullied, as in targeted harassment? One lobby where they got their fifis hurt is not harassment. Alright? One lobby where they get their delicate sensibilities offended is not harassment. It's not bullying and so forth. They're like, again, I want them to provide proof. I don't believe any fucking survey I read. But anyway, specific instances of extremism highlighted in this letter include a rise in Holocaust denialism, anti-immigration rhetoric. How much went to bed people are just saying build the fucking wall. And COVID-related anti-Asian sentiment. I can guarantee it, I've heard a lot fucking worse than that shit. They even say that they are having to investigate extremist groups using online gaming for recruitment, feeling that young gamers are particularly vulnerable. The companies included in the letter are asked to answer 6 questions, all relating to how they are tackling the rise in abuse and hate in the gaming space. Yes, because the nanny state now is stepping in. Like I said, we're already the laughing stock on the world stage at this point. Might as well keep the short bus going towards the cliff, right? They are asked to cite specific policies that they have in place to identify such behavior rather than reply with vague platitudes. It's not surprising to see Democrats take notice of the ADL's report, as October gave us a terrifying reminder that radicalization in the gaming community poses a real threat. How do they at all write this with a straight face? How does people at all fucking believe this shit? When this poses a real threat? Are they fucking insane? Paul Pelosi... oh, they're gonna bring this shit up. The husband of House Speaker Nancy Pelosi was attacked in his home with a hammer in late October. The alleged attacker, David DePape, had written a blog post claiming that Gamergate acted as his pathway into QAnon conspiracy theories. He's a fucking batch of crazy lunatic. So you're gonna believe anything that fucker writes? Really? And also, those reports are incredibly suspect. He now faces charges of attempted murder and attempted kidnapping. He had allegedly planned to target other public figures, including Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, and actor Tom Hanks. It remains to be seen if any of the gaming companies included in the letter respond to the lawmakers by the deadline. I would tell them to get fucked. If I were one of the heads of the companies, I would tell them just to go get fucked. You work on lowering the gas prices and food prices and so forth, and then maybe we'll fucking talk. But in the meantime, get bent. None appear to have reacted publicly to the news so far, although they would have only begun to formally receive the letters today. And there it is. Yep, continue to be the laughing stock. So here is the other article talking about the Anti-Defamation League report. I'm not going to go into this article because I want to scroll down here to the breakdown they show. Alright? White supremacist extremist experiences by game. Alright? Let's break down to adults. Teenagers ages 13 to 17 and children ages 10 to 12. Adults. The top one is Call of Duty, 44%. If you are an adult, alright, playing Call of Duty, and you are reporting this shit, again, how do we believe them? What proof do they have other than what they claim in whatever survey, whatever they were given? How do we fucking believe this breakdown? Because, like I said, lies, damn lies, and statistics. These questions, these surveys, and other questionnaires can be worded and answered to skew a certain direction. For ages 13 to 17, it's Dota 2. Ages 10 to 12, it's PUBG, Battlegrounds. Top ones. And no surprise there for adults. Grand Theft Auto is the second to Call of Duty. But like I said, I'm saying, we're just going off of what the Anti-Defamation League claims. And again, they have no credibility whatsoever. So I'm going to kind of be watching this to see if anything at all materializes in this. Again, I say, if I were one of the heads of these companies, I would tell the Dems to get fucked. They don't have any rights whatsoever to tell myself and others how to run the businesses. We will act accordingly as we see fit. As we determine if it's genuine or not, it is up to us to determine that, not the nanny state. But at any rate, let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you agree with what the Democrats are doing? Do you disagree with what the politicians are doing? What do you think about the Anti-Defamation League? results, if one better way of putting that. Let me know all that fun stuff down in the comments below. I should be live later tonight on Twitch, depending on how my internet holds up. We will see, so look for tweets telling you all when I'm going to be going live there. If you like this video, leave a thumbs up, share on social media if you will. This is Mara Jade, catch you on the dark side, and... Yep, short bus is heading right towards that fucking cliff.